Guardiola, Guardiola is open to join Italy in the summer or after he the contract is over uh, with Manchester City. So Guardiola is open to join Italy after the Manchester City run. And there is the good, there is the bad, and there is the players that would improve, and the players that will stay the same, and there is players that already been with him and they are with him now and could be with him in Italy, like Donnarumma. But before we begin, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Let's begin. 5 subscribers left. Still 80 subscribers. So make sure to hit the like, subscribe button, and share it to your Juventini and Azzurri friends that are interested in in the channel. So let's begin. Let's start with the good, and then we go to the players that are good with him, and then we go or that would improve with him with Pep Guardiola, and then the downfall, the downsides of Pep Guardiola if Pep Guardiola comes to Italy. Let's start with the first one. The first one is that it's a modern structure, and this is that the um that the structure, that the tactics, that the plan that Pep Guardiola uses to play the matches are more modern than the Italy coaches like uh Gattuso, like Mancini, because when when these Italian coaches play, they play on the back. They play on the back and they sit back and they counter attack. That is what the Italy basically coaches done. And if you see Manchester City or you see when he was with Barcelona, you can see that Pep Guardiola plays a more modern football, a more high pressing football, a more possession football, controlling the game with every match. You can say with almost every team in the world, they have 70, 65, 75% possession. So they control the game and they have the majority of the ball possession. So this is one of the upsides and the downsides because will the Italy players turn the shift around and turn to play that different kind of position with with um with Guardiola. So will they do it or will they not? If they won't, it's a downside, and if they don't, it's an upgrade. It's an upgrade of a coach. And we'll talk about it later. That the Italy, as I'm saying, that they will be more proactive. They will do the things first. They will not be reactive and do the counter attacks. They will do the things first. They will go. They will attack. They will keep the possession. They will dominate. They will dominate the game. They will dominate the ball and control the matches. This was something. With Guardiola, we are gonna do that. We are gonna do that. And maybe it is a downside, maybe it's an upgrade. We don't know the until the maybe if Pep Guardiola comes to Italy manager, but we will see. I think if you give them some time, the World Cup now is in 4 years. Okay, they will maybe have a little bit of maybe like a Nations League, some friendlies, and maybe a Euro the next couple of years, and they can still when the World Cup comes, maybe like versus France, versus Spain, versus these top teams, they can dominate more the ball because you're not gonna dominate the ball when the team is better than you or when the team is in level with you. You are gonna dominate the ball with Pep Guardiola. But when the team is a lower level, you're gonna dominate, and when the team is a higher level, for example, France, Spain, and all of these nationalities, you're not gonna dominate the world because they have the better players, they have the more individualities. But Guardiola coming to Italy, if he comes, he can improve the individuals. For example, when he went with when he went with Manchester City, KDB became an overall good player. KDB, Rodri, John Stones, these players have been have been a very, very, very good um, players with him. They have been amazing with him. Even a Bernardo Silva that can come to Juventus, but these players can, like for example, if Tonali can become Tonali can become the new Rodri because he's intelligent. Right now he plays with Newcastle, but he's an intelligent player. He knows how to be like knows how to play all. Like he can play. He's an all around midfielder, like like a KDB. And when Pep Guardiola comes, he needs to be more structured in that position and be more disciplined in his position and become like a KDB, but not that type of playmaker quality. But he is there because he's an all-round midfielder and he can be like a very very good asset to Pep Guardiola. And now Calafiori as well. Calafiori is a modern defender. He is inverted and can play everywhere in defense. He can play as a center back, as a left back, as a wing back. He can play everywhere, and that fits with the hybrid style of Pep Guardiola. So if Pep Guardiola plays these, he can be like even a Cambiaso because he can play left back, left mid, even a midfielder. So these players like a Calafiori, like a Cambiaso, like a Tonali that can play everywhere in the midfield. These are players that can do good in that structure and that tactic of Pep Guardiola and can be a very good inclusion, better to include the better team, to have a better team because they are versatile, they can play everywhere, and they are good in those positions. And if Pep Guardiola plays a hybrid system, and those players are good in a hybrid system. This is why he plays good in a hybrid system, and even Bastoni, he can become like the John Stones of of Italy. And he can become the John Stones of Italy because he can can play make as defender. He can be he can be the John Stones because he's a good defender. Although he plays with Inter and sometimes he makes stupid mistakes and he tries to cheat. But anyways, he can be a good defender with Pep Guardiola, and he could become the John Stones. He could help the defenders around him, like he did with Ruben Diaz. John Stone did with Ruben Diaz. Now let's go to the downside of Pep Guardiola. As I said uh, a minute ago, um, it the system it is very detailed, and you have to learn patterns. You have to learn patterns, and if if the players don't have that much time because with the national team you're not gonna have that much training session that you train every single day with the team. And if Italy do that or if the international teams do that, Spalletti would still be as the Italy coach probably. But Pep Guardiola have to change the system or have to um w- not do all the things, just do the main points with Italy because you cannot do how you play with uh with Manchester City. You cannot do that. The 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 how you play, like the style of play, is still gonna be there, but not all of it because you're not gonna play every single day with the team. You're gonna only play in international breaks, so it's hard to learn the patterns, and it's very a DC system. So you have to put down the details and put the main points because the players, if you put a lot of things, they're not gonna they're not gonna get the rhythm of it. So that is one of the downsides. And you cannot have a players like a KDB or the players you want because it's an international team, and Pep Guardiola cannot buy like Manchester City. If he wants a player, he will get it with the money that they have. With Italy, you cannot. Only player from the academy of Italy. So that are Italian. You can buy. If the players are not Italian, they cannot come to Italy. So there is no transfer market for Pep Guardiola. This is gonna be hard for him because he cannot adapt his style well. He have to adapt his style to the players. So this is gonna be like a mind game for Pep Guardiola because if he comes to Italy and he is open to it, he cannot he cannot buy players from the transfer market. He cannot buy a KDB if we don't have a KDB. He cannot buy a Haaland. He cannot buy a Donnarumma, but we already have Donnarumma. But you know what I'm saying? He cannot buy these players because they have no transfer market. And like I said, it is the opposite. It is the opposite of what Italy plays because Italy play stay back and counter attack. And when Pep Guardiola comes, he's gonna turn it around and he's gonna play high pressing, control the ball, dominate the game, and this is it. So he plays more modern football, and like Italy has been stuck for a while with still still the same style of play, and maybe that could be uh, an upgrade or call it what you want. That if the Serie A, if the Serie A managers see that Pep Guardiola is doing well with this new modern play, maybe the Serie A managers are gonna say, "Oh, Pep Guardiola is doing well. He's the Italy manager, and maybe we could change his, we could change our style similar to his style of play." So we'll see if maybe the players get the hang of it, of his new modern style, the and turn the page and turn the tactic all around, and they dominate the balls, modern style of play, hybrid. So let's see. It could be a good and it could be a bad. But if it will be good, players will rise so much. Players will rise so much. So let's see if Pep Guardiola comes to Italy. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. 5 subscribers left till 80. Share it to Juventini and the Azzurri to watch this video. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and peace.